Okay, so we did a project where we turned our hair into water. Now we're going to turn our hair into fire. And this is what I wound up with. And I will show you what I started with. Started with the regular image, and I took away the background. It didn't have a background. So let's get right to it so that this way we can create this exact image. Okay, so first things first, we have to get the image and insert it into Photoshop. Here's how we do that. You can get an image off the internet, like I've showed you previously, or you can get a saved image, which I did myself. I'll go to downloads, and I downloaded an image of myself. I'll give you extra credit if you do your own portrait of yourself. So we want to kind of center this a little bit, move it on over, shrink it on down just a little bit, right about there. Boom, now I got my image. As I showed you before, you can get rid of this. We can right click, sorry about that. To get rid of a background, there is a very easy way to do this. If it's locked on your background, you unlock it, and then you go into Window, Properties. After you've opened up the Properties menu, you can scroll down, and you just simply click Remove Background. And boom, it's going to remove the background. There it goes, no background. In this case, we're going to make a dark background. So we'll make a new layer, put this layer on the bottom, and we're going to make an auto shape right over here. And we're going to click to this and make it fully black. Hit OK. Highlight everything. Boom. And now you have a black layer on the background. Okay, the next step is you have to get Fire and insert it into the project. So I took the liberty of downloading the Fire. And as I open it, I do have it in downloads. You guys know how to get the images off of Google. So first things first, I'm opening up, here is the Fire that I got as I downloaded it, or you can get it off Google like I had just mentioned. So I'm going to do this one piece of Fire first. This here is also why I made the background black, because I got the Fire, where I'm going to take the lock off of this, and now I'm going to click on this little tool right here, and I'm going to highlight this part of the Fire, and I'm going to go to Edit, Cut, or Copy, whatever. And I'm going to go into my image now. And here is the finished product, rather. And I'm going to go now to Edit, Paste. It's just hit OK if this pops up. All right. And now I'm going to hit Control T, Shift, shrink the Fire, move it on over, shrink it down, move it on over. And now with the Fire, let's take away every layer for a second. And we want to use the Magic Wand tool. And we're going to click and hit Delete. And we got rid of everything. Control D, bring back everything, the background and the Fire. This Fire is layer 1. All right, I could call it Fire 1. Fire 1, doesn't matter, layer 1, Fire 1, it's Fire. We'll bring the Fire over to the top of my head at least, right? And I'm going to shrink it. I'm going to hold Shift and shrink it in proportion. I could also flip it this way. Lastly, I can also click on the Mesh tool and stretch it a little bit. Boom. And now I could mesh it a little bit and make the Fire move a little bit differently and behave a little bit differently, right? After I'm happy with where the Fire is, I now, on the Fire layer, I'm going to make it a screen. So now the Fire is a screen, okay? And for now, I'm just going to place Fire all over my head. I'm going to go back to the other part of my Fire. I'm going to get a different piece of it, a different portion. I'll get this part right here, Edit, Copy, go into here. You can get this off the internet as well. Edit, Paste, hit OK, Control T, shrinking the Fire, all right? And basically, it's the same process. I'm shrinking it down, moving it over. All right, I'm now going to use the Magic Wand tool, highlight this area of the Fire and delete it. I'm okay with all of this. I'm going to hit Control D. I'll move this Fire over to here. I'll screen it. Screen. Boom. Moving the Fire now over to here. And I have another portion of Fire right there. Now I'm going to, you could also duplicate the Fire and put this piece of Fire, flip it, and put this Fire over to here. You could flip it around this way a little bit, and now you have a different form of Fire right here on your hair, okay? For the essence of time, I'm just going to leave these two pieces of Fire here. This is cool. So now I want to use the eraser tool. And on this Fire right here, I'm going to, on the eraser tool, I'll make it a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger than that, the size of the tool, a blurred edge. And now I'm going to slowly, on the side of this fire, I'm going to get out of the way so I could just like get it away from my face a little bit, right? And leave a little bit of a portion of it. Now on this part of the fire, I'm going to get rid of that much of it. And on this part of the fire, I'll get rid of that so I can see the rest of my face real lightly. You could also lower the opacity of it so you don't take away as much of the fire, right? So now we have that right there. Next order of business. What I want you to be aware of is that next to the hair, where the hairline meets the fire, you want to kind of like fix that. So we're going to address that by clicking on, we're going to make a new layer right here. Boom, a new layer. And you're going to put that layer underneath the fire, okay? And then after you have done that, you can call this layer color match. Now, after color match is done, in the color match layer, you're going to click the eyedropper tool. Get a sample of a decent part of the fire. So in this case, I want something that's in the middle of orange and yellow. I kind of like that. That's perfect. I'm going to click the brush tool. Now, in the brush tool, now that we have the brush tool selected and we have the eyedropper tool, I'm going to get back to the brush. And now I'm slowly, what you can do is, sorry, the opacity would be 100 and you go over there, it's very harsh, right? So we're going to lower the opacity down a little bit to like maybe a 70 or something to that extent. And that's a little bit too much as well. We'll go down a little lower, right about there. 41 is cool. So I'm going to come over here, and you can also, if you feel it's too much, you can erase it. So other parts over here will come and get rid of that like little part where the hairline is, right? And you want to get rid of that. Boom. All right, cool. You can erase stuff afterwards. Now, after that, you can lower this opacity, and you want to get down to other parts of the face because you want to make sure that you want to paint the fact that this is where heat is. All right? So heat comes down. It's not going to be a lot over here, but you just kind of kiss areas that need to be touched. So with the heat part, we're coming down, boom, 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 right here. All right, that's a bit much. And then you can lower the opacity a lot, and you can just give it a little once over on areas of need, all right? So now that we have that, in this part, we're also going to go down to this, and we're going to lower this. See that? How you can go to color burn. You can play with all of these, whichever one looks the best, and particularly with your color. I like the color burn one. It looked pretty tough. So overlay, I'm going to go to screen, lighten, darken. Where was it? Color dodge. The color burn was legit. So color burn looked fine for me. I'm all right with this. So now I want to give it a little bit more opacity, a little bit more of the burn. So I'll come over to here, and you fix the areas of need. All right. There you go. And this part should be burnt a little bit more because it's closer to the hair. Right? And that is looking legit now. Okay, so now that we have the hair on fire, this part we could just kind of just really quick just go over that. All right, cool. Now, watch here. We're going to go close to the eyes now. We're going to change the eye color now. All right, now, notice how the eyes are like really light. We want to darken the eyes. So I'm going to get color to the eyes. I want to darken them a little bit. I could even get a little bit of a darker color if I need to. I'll get like a bam right there. And now we'll darken the eyes. So we'll get close to the eyeball right here. We're going to use the brush tool. You can resize it by making the size over here. I have the size that I like. And now I am going over the eyes here. All right. I'm making them darker with like that reddish dark, right? A little bit dark. And now if I don't like this, I can hit Control Z, and I can also lighten it. I could back out. Sorry. I could go to a lighter fire, like right about there. And then we get closer to it. And then we use the brush tool. The brush, we'll leave it at 100. And now I'm going to color the eyes. And make sure you're in the color match area. And I'm coloring the eyeballs now. All right. And I'm getting a nice orange in here. Okay. All right, let's make it a little bit darker maybe. Boom. Brush it, and I'll darken it a little bit more. There you go. Now we're getting some darker eyes. And if you, let's say you go out of the area, like, whoops, I made a big mistake here, right? You can now use your eraser tool, And you can now erase a little bit areas that you need to. All right, right there, just like that. If you don't like the opacity of it, you could higher the opacity and get rid of parts, right? But don't make the opacity so high because you want to keep it consistent so that it's convincing. All right, so now we're just going to go around the eyeball, and that's the fine. Oops, Control Z, a little bit much. There you go, and that's fine. So that eye is done. Let's move over to the other eyeball now. Too light, way too light. Let's darken that eyeball. Boom, get around that eye. See that right there? Good. And let's erase the part that we need to, that we want it to be around the edge. Too much, too much, too much. And right there, boom. Now we back out. Now we got darker eyes that are matching that. As we step back, Control 0. Now we're getting really burnt up. Okay, this part's a little bit light, so we can go to the brush tool. And we'll make it a little bit bigger. Right? A little bigger than that. Right about there. And now, whoopsie. Control Z. Too dark. Lighten it. Bam. Getting dark over here. All right. Okay. And now we have darkened the beard a little bit. Right? Okay. Now, next order of business. Let's get darker on the beard. Good. And we can soften that edge a little bit bigger on the edge. Cool. Good. All right. Now, next order of business. Now what I really want to do is I want to create like a mist in the background. So what I can do is I'm going to duplicate the rectangle that we have in the background. I'm going to rasterize the layer. I'm going to rasterize the layer. Now that this one's a layer or rasterized, I'm going to go to the brush tool. I'm going to make it a very decently large size. All right. Now, I want to put like a mist in the background. Here's how I do that. We have the rectangle tool right here that I converted. I rasterized the layer. I clicked on the brush tool. I made it a decent size. Now, I'm going to lower the opacity. Make sure it's like roughly a 25. Now watch here. In this background, you see how we're creating now a little bit of a mist behind us here. All right. Now, if it's a bit much like that, you can also erase the mist. Lower the, boy, that's a big eraser. Lower the size of that eraser. You want the eraser to be a decent size though, so that this way you can get away from things, you know? And you go in further in where it's not, you know, in a little, and in a little. And now, boom. And there you have, it's looking pretty legit now. So now you can also put fire on the beard and things like that. I am not requiring you to do so, but if you so wanted to, you could duplicate this, of course. And if your subject matter has a beard, you know, you can move stuff around a little bit more. Now, let's say that I wanted to duplicate this part right here again, and you want to add, whoopsie, sorry about that. You wanted to add more fire, you could put this part over here. You could also flip it here around a little bit. And then you could also click on the mesh tool and you can mesh it to fit where it would need to, so that this way you got fire really going on onto this head over here. All right. And that is the fire project. So take your time with it and go about it at your own pace. Thank you.